5 years ago, the state line saw its first case of COVID-19, and for many, lives came to a halt. Now, healthcare leaders and workers reflect on the chaos and share how that struggle brought the community together and changed our lives forever.
When it seemed like nothing would be the same, Dr. Sandra Martell appeared as a consistent face for Winnebago County. WYFR's Nathaniel Langley talks with her about lessons learned and changes made in the pandemic's wake.
COVID-19 took thousands of lives across Illinois. Here in the state line, medical leaders and workers believe despite the tragedies, the virus brought out our fighting spirit.
What would it look like should you have a pandemic flu case where 60% of your workforce was impacted?
March 15th, 2020, Dr. Sandra Martell got her answer.
Stay away. Now this sounds kind of harsh, but it's that 6 feet of social distance.
Winnebago County's first case of COVID-19 arrived 5 years ago. The first death quickly followed.
That a Winnebago County resident in their 60s has died from complications of coronavirus 2019.
By the middle of 2023, more than 2,000 died from COVID-19 in the Rockford region. Before the vaccine, Martell credits collective power as the best medicine.
It wasn't just me, it was all of us together working really to do the best we could for our community. You know, even our competitive health systems had to come together to collaborate, right? Because none of them could stand alone.
If we could communicate and communicate well, even with the little information we knew, we could put some fires out before they started.
Dr. Joyce Johnson with OSF St. Catherine just remembers the panic.
You know, we're taking care of patients, we're losing patients. We don't have the bandwidth to even take a day off to grieve the losses we were experiencing ourselves.
Health professionals see brighter days following the pandemic's retreat. But what hides in shadows, many caution, is vaccine hesitancy.
I think we're going to see that challenge, and it's been growing for a long time, whether you call it disinformation, misinformation.
People have a right to their opinion, and it's not my job to change everyone's opinion, but it is my job to be here as a source of information.
Even after social isolation and lockdowns, both Martell and Johnson believe the pandemic pushed the community together.
I think what COVID did is it showcased the dedication and the courage and the compassion of all of us.
We have to share this community, and working collectively, we will do the best we can with the best information we can to protect the health of our community.
Dr. Johnson says vaccinations initially dropped inside her Dixon office during the pandemic. She claims immunizations returned to the typical levels these days.
All right, thank you, Nathaniel. 5 years ago, yeah. A global monument honoring those killed by the virus plans to open in Chicago next year. That piece will be at the Illinois Medical District.